Tonight, everybody, we're bringing to you the Waffle Club sandwich.
Or we could call them wubs, but Waffle and Club.
Wubs. Folks, we're going to be bringing to you some wubs tonight.
And tater tots. Bacon going in. For the tater tots, we're just going to spray some olive oil in here. We have Orida extra crispy tater tots. We'll also spray the tots themselves with a little olive oil. It makes them crispy. I know they say extra crispy, but that'll make them even extra crispy. We've made this, I can't remember how many times we've made this, do you?
Not many times.
Yeah, but we saw Grandma Rose from Grandma Rose's Open Pantry. Her and Roy made it.
Right.
We'll link their video down below. So it's just eggs, cheese, and onion. Now we're gonna use a red onion. We have some white onions, but we thought adding these little pops of red all throughout because
would be interesting.
And it's 2 days until Valentine's Day, so
there you go.
even though that actually, you know, it's purplish, but
we're gonna
they call
like
it red.
So they call them red, so let's call them red. And Fallon wants me to cut this tonight like really diced up kind of deal. So that's what we're gonna be doing. I don't know exactly how she did this last time, to be honest. Is a half onion gonna be enough?
I think so, yeah. Some of the kids are eating regular bread because they don't want a wub, they want a club.
They want a club, not a wub. We want a wub. So how do I need to do this, Mama? Just like this?
Very, very, very fine, like really little.
You know, dehydrated onions might be the best on this thing. But not tonight.
Yeah, not tonight.
Because we ain't got none.
We're gonna use the farmer cheese that we got from the general store yesterday.
That stuff's delicious.
Yeah.
I'm telling you what. Now we've had it setting out for a little while.
Are we gonna put this isn't gonna go in our bread, right?
No. I think cheddar.
That's just gonna go on the sandwich.
Yes,
Yeah, we need cheddar. Hey,
this is gonna go on the
sandwich.
sandwich.
That cheddar?
Now,
I can't remember, did they add any kind of baking powder or anything to it to make it?
I think so. I think we're gonna add just a little bit of baking powder to our wubs.
Yeah, we'll add a little bit.
That's baking soda. This is baking powder right here. And we got the main man here. He's working on this cheddar. See, this cheese goes in the bread, right, Mama? Like,
Yes,
I mean,
that
like
goes in the
that kind of helps
bread.
bind your bread on your wub.
Are
So,
we using the big waffle maker or the little one?
I think the small one, Mama.
Okay, we got 2 of them.
We got 2 of these, y'all. So.
There'll be a gingerbread man on the bottom of some, but just we'll put those
We ain't
on
worried
the
about
inside.
that. I guarantee you one thing, there is nothing like the smell of bacon. Now, another thing that's gonna be really dynamite tonight is these loaded tater tots. These are gonna be really good. Oh yeah, I need to be making this ham right here, everybody. We're gonna be throwing some country ham on these wubs. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna basically put this ham in this pan here with a little bit of water, like Fallon said. You put a little water in there and put your top on, it kind of, you know, keeps it more moist. And she's right on that. If not, it gets a little tough. Fallon actually learned that from somebody at McDonald's, I think, didn't you, baby?
Years ago. Her name
Folks,
was,
now we're not that old. She went back too far, baby. Just say years.
okay, years ago.
If you go
Her
years
name
and years and years, you're taking us back into a time that we don't want to think back that far.
Her name was Lisa, and she was the morning cook. So she came in and opened at this time. She worked different times, you know, during the time she worked there, but this time she was the opening cook. She would put, when she would make the country ham, she would put a little water in the UHC tray that it was in. That's what the trays were called that we put it in. But you weren't supposed to. But she knew that if you put the water in there, it keeps it really tender and good. Because if you don't keep country ham tender, it is hard to chew. It gets really tough.
It does. It certainly does.
So I never put butter or anything in with country ham because it's got a lot of flavor by itself.
Yes, it does. Yes,
you don't really have to do anything, but just put a little bit of water in there.
Yep. A little bit of water.
And cover it, let it cook. I'm gonna get an apron.
Mama, you want me to go ahead and be slicing the cheese that goes on the wub?
Yeah, do that.
Okay.
And you can be slicing the tomato.
Folks, I get to slice tomatoes and the cheese. I don't have to, I get to. That's why you gotta look at life,
You come in
everybody.
this kitchen, I'll get you busy.
Yeah. You don't look at life like I gotta do this. You look at it like I get to do this.
Here, you go ahead and dump those onions in this bowl right here
Okay.
if you want to.
See, I get to do that.
Yeah, you can if you want to, John. He's gonna slice an avocado. He loves avocado.
There we go. You don't force a tomato to be cut. You see how that happened right there? I got a lot of different kind of knives I use. This is one of my favorite ones right here. I really like this one. That knife does really good for like potatoes, onions. This is what, you can have one of those really fancy cheese cutters, or you can use one of these knives right here if you be real careful. Really thin slices like that right there, that's what we're after right there.
Now you could whisk your eggs before you put them in here, and I was gonna do that, but we needed somewhere to put that onion real quick, and I put it in here, so
right.
We're just gonna do it this way. So we'll just whisk our eggs on this side and then mix it with the onion.
And the cheese.
And the cheese, and you can put salt and pepper if you want to.
Why don't we put a little bit of this?
Oh yeah, and we're gonna put a little baking powder.
We are, and we think Grandma Rose did this too.
I think she did. I can't remember for sure, but I think actually Grandpa Roy was the one who made these on the video.
Grandpa Roy made these.
I think he did, yeah.
How much, Mama?
I think about that much, so about half a teaspoon.
Half a teaspoon, everybody.
Yeah.
And let's see, Mama, how about a little garlic powder?
Okay. I'm gonna put 1 cup of the cheese and see how it looks. We'll decide if we want to add a little more or not. Okay, I'm gonna do about 1/2 cup more cheese, so 1.5 cups for this 6 eggs.
And I'm gonna do a little garlic powder in here.
That was about 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, that's it. We can go ahead and start making. I think the bacon just has about maybe 5 more minutes, so. Actually, I think it's done now. Oh, Jonah, can you grab us the lettuce? Thank you. I'm gonna up it to 425 for the rest of the time on these tater tots.
Should we spray them with a little more oil, Mama, so they'll get a little crispiness?
Yeah, I sprayed them with some. You think they need a little
Let's
more?
do a little more so they get a little
They-
more
they need a
crispy.
little-
We're gonna do extra crispy loaded tater tots tonight. We finally got that little sprayer right there at one of them stores we go to.
TJ Maxx, I think.
TJ Maxx.
Yeah, we're gonna up this to 425. So now we'll come over here to the waffle maker, and we are gonna spray it.
Spraying it does, you know, you'd be surprised.
Yeah.
You want to see that gingerbread.
Okay, so now we just take a spoon of the mixture, put it on there, and you want to kind of stir this as you get your
Make it even, in other words.
ooh, yeah, when you get it, you stir it a little bit. Oop, that one overflowed.
Well,
Okay,
that's all right.
there we go. Now it'll let us know when they're done. I'm gonna get this bacon off the pan.
Bacon in the oven is very good, y'all. I'm sure a bunch of you do it that way. Sometimes we fry it in a pan. That is an exciting sound in the morning, I will say.
Yeah, it is.
There it is.
That's done.
We're taking it out.
Surprisingly, the gingerbread one
Does a better job.
Yeah, it does.
Jonah's making him some guacamole. Take me out to the ball game. That right there, friends, is really, really good. Y'all look at this wub. Well, that's a wub, everybody.
Yeah, it looks good.
And that gingerbread is right there. Gingerbread man.
Easy. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
No words.
No words. It's so good. It really is.